what we do in this process now is once we get the pickers come in with their single rock oysters or Otter Island oyster, we go through them again to ensure not only quality but yet exactly what we want. If there's too much blade, you know, we cull that out. But what we ideally want is our Otter Island rock. Basically what this machine does is when we get through that process, we get here for oysters, it simply counts it for us. That way there's, you know, it takes the guesswork and we don't have to sit there and count 6,000 to 10,000 oysters at a time. We simply get our process going here. Then we go through and we have somebody pulling the buckets out of the hunter, counting them. Once they dump over in there, we have a digital board that counts them out for us. And then actually I get to look at each individual oyster again. So each one of your oysters actually gets handled and looked at least 3 or 4 times to ensure not only quality but looks and everything exactly what we want. But we pride ourselves on the rockier oyster. This machine will also count and grade clams at the same time. It'll separate your different sizes of clams and count them in the same process. But mainly what we use this for is to count the oysters. So as our oystermen come in, we pay each oysterman by the oyster. So I have to personally go through and run them through this machine and it counts them. Then that way each oysterman knows exactly what he caught for that day. Other than that, that's about as simple as this machine gets. But you will spend many hours just standing up here counting and counting. And also, you know, behind us, you know, we do where we knock them and wash them. But this is where it pretty much is getting ready to be bagged and gone to our half-shell market. Pretty much as simple as that. I'll go through, you know, that's what we love. That is a Otter Island rock oyster. You get these, they're not up on the banks, they're not in the grass, they're down in the little sloughs, down in the deeper water, so our guys actually have to wait for a lower tide and actually get in and physically grab these oysters off the bottom. So it's not real fun when it's 35 degrees outside, you can believe that. But that's how dedicated we are to delivering that pristine oyster to our customer.